Welcome back to A Fan's Opinion with Braden Daniel, and I'm here with...
Preston Todd, and we now have visual.
Yes, sir. We got visual. We're ready. We're ready to play. We're ready. You feel me? All right. So, we're in week 7 right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, we're in week 7, which is a scary time for certain teams. Like our favorite team, the Tennessee Titans. That's one of the teams that it's pretty scary for. So basically the teams are deciding now whether they want to tank or like trade for next year, in the years to come, or if they're like, well, we could win a Super Bowl. So let's get it. So
Do you want to start off with the Titans first? You want to go into another team?
yeah, we can go.
I think the main topic for this whole video will probably just be Titans.
Probably yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or at least, and if it isn't, we're probably gonna fall into that whole range. But anyways, do you want to start with that, or do you want to start somewhere else?
Sure.
I would love to honestly start with just honestly, yeah, let's just start with Titans because Titans is probably the biggest one right now.
Yes, it is. It is the biggest trade talks going on. So the Titans, as we all know, Kevin Byard, the GOAT, is gone.
Yes.
He's gone.
The mayor.
MTSU alumni, gone.
And now he's with another alumni.
Blankenship, dude. I did not know he went to MTSU too.
He did, yeah.
He's good. He's good.
When I transferred here, he graduated. So,
really?
Yeah, I just missed him basically.
Oof.
So, but basically, if I'm not mistaken, Blankenship is also a free safety.
Oh.
I think they both play the same position.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I might have to double check that.
I think they put him in at nickel a lot though.
Yeah, but my thing is, the thing I don't understand why they probably replace Byard for Blankenship, because Blankenship has also proven to be a pretty good player.
Right, and I agree with that, but I feel like they put Blankenship more in the. There's not really a bunch.
The sub linebacker, what do I call it?
Yeah, the sub linebacker, because he's more of a. If you can't.
He's a bigger guy, so yeah.
He's a pretty big dude.
So I just think that'd be really cool though to see Philly, because you see Philly now with like being like the Georgia Eagles basically.
Yes.
All the Georgia players.
Yes.
And then they have 2 MTSU players in their secondary, which I think is so funny.
And their whole team's pretty much the Titans.
Honestly, yeah. Well, now they have AJ Brown. They have him too now. Or have had him.
We have one of the saddest stats of all time. AJ Brown has more receiving yards than all the Titans players combined.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. He's averaged like 100 yards every game.
That's dude.
Plus or something insane.
So sad,
bro. But I'll say too though, with something kind of funny, we also kind of get some Eagles players too, being Andre Dillard.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
true.
But he's not that great, which is kind of unfortunate.
He's terrible.
Which I find kind of shocking because I remember him being pretty good in Philly, and now he just kind of fell off a cliff, which was very surprising. But yeah, I don't know. It's insane to see. Yeah. Like I knew that Byard was going to be, definitely going to be traded because the whole thing last season too. I remember he had to. I think he wasn't coming to training camp or something, which I think he was like dealing with something outside of football.
Yeah, I think it was like family.
Yeah, it was family stuff. But of course, everyone was spinning the story and be like, oh, he wants to be traded. Right. But even too, I mean, that was a pretty, pretty like important story at the time because it kind of looked like he was going to be traded. They didn't know if they were going to pay him because it was either that or Jeffrey Simmons.
It did.
And even before that, they had Harold Landry they paid. And then we, of course, got rid of, I think it was AJ instead. Which I'm all there for to have a good defense. I mean, the Titans have always had a pretty historic defense.
Yeah, pretty solid.
They've always had a pretty solid defense.
Mike Vrabel's a smart coach.
He is, yeah. I don't know about the GM sometimes. I mean, it's hard. Like, I mean, I love Mike Vrabel, but if stuff like this keeps happening, it's kind of hard to keep giving him more excuses. Which, then I understand he's the head coach, so yes, he does have say, but he's not the GM. So I guess GMs have, I don't know who has the final word in the Titans, like management side. I assume it's the GM.
Yeah, that's what I assume it's the GM. I don't know. I don't know. We'll go into.
But I will say though, like, it's good that we traded him because if we didn't trade him now, he would have just walked. They would have released him. He would have been signed somewhere else, probably with the Eagles. So it's good that we got value now instead of later. And I mean, granted, too, the what did we get? We got Terrell Edmonds, who was. I remember when he was drafted. He was drafted a few years back, so he's only been in the league for like I want to say a couple years.
Yeah,
so he's still pretty.
so.
He's still a pretty young guy. He may have actually came into the league when either a year or two after Byard was drafted or picked up. Because I don't think he was ever drafted. I think he was an undrafted free agent.
Yeah,
but
he's 26.
Yeah, he's young. But I think doesn't he have a brother at the Bills? Isn't Tremaine Edmonds and him brothers?
Yeah. Well, he's with the Bears.
Tremaine. Oh yeah, he has the Bears. I forgot
Tremaine
about that.
Edmonds.
For some reason, I kept thinking it's the Bill. He's huge too. He's like 6'8".
Dude,
He's a tall middle linebacker.
He's a big dude.
But we got of course Edmonds, and then a 5th and 6th round pick.
I believe so. I believe we got a 5th and 6th round pick, and dude.
I would have loved it if we could have got at least a 4th.
I know. That's what when I saw it. When I saw it,
I'm only the reason why we didn't get any better picks was because we got Edmonds. It was a player.
Yes.
So I understand if it's
true.
like we're giving you a player and a 4th round pick. It's like, eh. Which thing too, I'll say too, Titans have, at least from what I've seen, they haven't always had great success in the first round for draft picks, but like second and pass, and even undrafted, they've had some great players. I mean,
that's true.
Because like, of course, Kevin Byard was never. I don't think he was drafted. I think he was an undrafted free agent.
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure if he was drafted, it was like 6th, 7th round. And then of course AJ Brown, I think he was a 2nd or 3rd round pick, if not a 4th.
Kevin Byard was drafted at the 3rd round.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize. For some reason I thought he was undrafted. What?
I think you're thinking about someone else. I think we do have a couple guys who are undrafted.
Maybe it was Christian Fulton. No, Christian Fulton was drafted.
No, he was drafted.
For some reason, I always thought he was undrafted. But the point is, he was a later round pick.
Right.
So we've always kind of had that area of getting. Well, recently hasn't been that great because we've been only drafting quarterbacks. But which I will say too, that's another point I want to get into for after that. Is,
we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
But overall, do I like the trade? No. Do I think it's good for the long run? I think so, because
probably
at the end of the day, I don't think we're going to be able to keep him, which is sad, but it's just a part of it.
Dude, I love Kevin Byard.
Me too. It's really unfortunate.
One of the best safeties in the league.
I just went to the football field too the other day, and I saw his number. And I was like,
really?
Bummer. Yep, because his retired numbers at the stadium at MTSU. But
so sad. So sad. But yeah, and then there are a couple favorite Titan players in talks for trading, and one of those people being Derrick Henry, the 2nd greatest Titans running back of all time.
The 2nd greatest?
2nd.
Who'd you say the 1st?
Chris Johnson.
Dude,
I
think Derrick's past him.
Nope. Wrong.
But they're so different. Like in play style.
Chris Johnson.
Okay, that's fair. Well, he did.
Chris Johnson.
He ran 2,000 yards. I guess that makes sense.
True. And I have his fat head in my room, so like.
Okay, that's
fine. He's the GOAT.
That's okay.
Head.
I thought you were gonna say something like Eddie George. I'm like, okay, I love Eddie, but I don't know.
No,
better than Eddie.
No. So
Eddie's better than him.
And then he got traded to, I believe, either the Jets or the Cardinals. I can't remember which one was first.
I think it was Jets, because Cardinals, I think it was like his 2nd to last team.
And then he got shot. Then he came back.
I think that's when he was at the Cardinals.
GOAT. That's a GOAT status.
Yep. I remember watching. I think it was
GOAT status.
I think it was Hard Knocks or A Football Life or something, and it was talking about. I think it was like a document, like a Hard Knocks Cardinals, and there was a thing of him like coming in the medical room, like he's like talking about his injury from being shot.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was he was recovered.
Yeah.
But he was like just kind of talking about it. I thought it was really cool. Like
that is interesting.
Kind of how they got to talk to him about it and stuff.
I need to see that. That's a look.
I'm pretty sure it's a Hard Knocks. I think they did an old one like a while back. I think it was back when like Carson Palmer was like still their QB.
I believe you.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Hard Knocks.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So let's go over the Derrick Henry trade.
Yes.
All right. So
I think it'll happen. I hate saying that, and I also want to say it too. I think it's for the best.
I know.
And this is someone who literally started watching football his rookie year.
Yep.
Like my introduction. Well, I've always known football, but I never like committed like every Sunday.
Yeah.
Until that back when he was drafted, like what 2015, 2016.
I believe so. I don't blame you. It's just it's so sad. Dude.
I know. But the thing is, you look at everyone around the league. You got freaking like Pachenko. You got Madison. You got Herbert. I can go on and on.
Yeah.
Point is, like, you got these running backs who are putting up great numbers, and they're getting paid, but not a lot.
Yep.
And you got Derrick Henry right now, which, and granted, it's not all his fault. I mean, the man has a terrible line, so he can't get anything going. But he's not doing that great. And, I mean, if you're the GM seeing this, it's like, well, we want the guy to succeed. And I hate it for the guy. I want him to be doing good. But if he's not doing good, it might be best to trade him and, see what we can get value. And me saying this last year, for example, I would be like, no. But seeing his performance right now, I think it's good for him to go because we just clearly cannot help him because we have such a terrible line. But yeah, I don't know. Even our offensive coordinator, I'm gonna say it again. Our offensive coordinator is horrible.
Fired.
I don't want him. Yeah, I want him gone. By we need
to
trade him.
So here's my thing. Okay, so when the off season was going on, all right, and everyone was like, "Oh, Derrick Henry's gonna get traded. He's getting traded." I'm like, okay. I'm like, whoa. Don't trade Derrick Henry. Don't trade Derrick Henry. You can't do that. Now that I've seen how bad our O-line is, I think it's in his best interest to get traded.
Yes.
Because if I'm him and I got Dallas coming to talk to me, I got Baltimore coming to talk to me.
All I'm going to say is if he goes to Baltimore, like, that'll be an insane team. I'm a big fan of Lamar Jackson. I remember back when the whole Lamar Jackson trade scenario was going on where he may have been traded.
Yeah.
Which I honestly thought he was going to be a Titan.
I did too. I'm not going to lie.
And, of course, like, it was last minute. Things got resolved, and he became a Baltimore Raven, which is good. But I think, if he was going to be traded, I think one of those teams may have been.
I think it was Titans, Atlanta,
New York.
I believe it was one of those teams. I believe it was 3, but I know the Titans were in it and the Falcons.
But yeah, he might go there, which would be great for him. I just don't know if that'll happen. Yeah. And then Dallas, we could of course see.
I doubt he goes to Dallas just because they already got Tony Pollard, and I don't know. I love Tony Pollard, and I do think he's a RB.
But I will say, if you think back Derrick Henry's rookie year, DeMarco Murray, he came in with a young rookie player, kind of took most of the snaps, and then retired.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry might be in that last thing where he kind of comes in with a younger running back. Baltimore could be one.
True.
Could be Dallas with Tony, because Tony Pollard is pretty young.
True.
And then kind of, have some of the snaps, most of the snaps, whichever, or kind of have like a Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb situation where it's like kind of back and forth. Because I don't know, because with Derrick Henry's play style and stuff, and granted, he's been very lucky with injuries. Like, he's only been injured like a handful of times. But he's, 29, coming into 30?
29, yep.
And with his play style, I don't necessarily see him playing past, 35, if not 33.
He won't play long. I highly doubt he plays
I bet if he gets
33.
traded to, Dallas, for example, and they win a Super Bowl, he's going to retire.
Oh, yeah.
That would be my...
Oh,
now,
yeah.
I don't know if he would do that, but...
I would.
That's just my prediction.
I'd retire.
But even those teams make sense. It's just what the Titans get in return. Because I would hope, and I understand running backs are very, not valued as high as others, which I think is so stupid because they're literally the ones to get beat up the most, basically. But I would hope, since it's Derrick, we'd be able to get at least a third, maybe a second if lucky.
Oh,
I would hope a second round or a third round pick.
We better. I'm saying if we're trading Derrick Henry, we better get a first round pick.
That's not gonna happen though,
dude.
He's a running back.
I know it's not.
And he's
happen,
old.
But I'm gonna be pissed off.
Then again, though, in history, what was it? There was it was a huge trade that happened, where was it Dallas? Dallas had a running back. And the Vikings traded all their picks to get him, and then that pick, who they traded away to Dallas, became Emmitt Smith. I can't remember his name, but you might know who I'm talking about.
I don't.
I'll look it up. But
if there's not any service, you can look it up on this.
Let's see, Cowboy. Let's see, Dallas Cowboy, running back. Traded. What's this?
It's a hard. I don't know. It's gonna be difficult seeing him go, but it's for the greater good of the team. And I love Derrick Henry as much as the next dude. He'll always be a Titan in my eyes. But he's not going to play for long. He's a power back, He's running people over every Sunday. That's going to take a toll on a man's body. And I don't know. I love me some Derrick Henry, but at some point you just got to be like, well, we suck. All right.
Yeah.
We suck. We need a new style of offense. We can't just have power run every single play, stretch left, stretch right, halfback
That's the thing.
dive,
I wish we
halfback
had
dive.
like a coordinator or a coach. Well, not a coach. I mean, he's great. The variable's great, but I wish we had a better like coordinator like
Offensive.
Sirianni.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. He's a head coach, but I think he was a coordinator at first. Or heck, the Colts coach now. I think he was the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wish we had a guy like him.
I know. I don't understand. Dude, we need a new offensive coordinator. I'm tired. So, okay. Oh, okay. Hold up. I want to get into that later. So, another person who's in trade talks is guy we just picked up.
Herschel Walker. So sorry. Herschel
Oh.
Walker was traded, I think, from where was it? Yeah, the Vikings sent the Cowboys free first rounders, free seconds for Walker, and 2 thirds and 2 late round picks.
Oh, my
This was back in like 1989.
Still,
and
though,
then-
jeez.
I know. This is for a running back also.
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't even know if they were paid that much back then either. But anyways,
They probably were because the running game was more like
that is pretty true. That is true.
they cared more about the running game than the passing
You know, it's
game.
funny too. Okay, this is kind of a top. I just watched a whole like documentary about O.J. Simpson. I didn't know he was traded to the Niners.
I didn't know he was traded.
I
to
didn't
the
know he played
Niners.
for the Niners. I didn't know that.
I thought he just played for the Bills.
The Bills, yeah, he played for the Niners apparently,
Hmm.
which is kind of funny because he grew up in USC.
Yeah,
That's probably why he went, because it's like he wants to retire in San Francisco.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But so another person in trade talks who we just picked up a couple weeks ago, DeAndre Hopkins,
Yes.
and I don't want to. I'm not ready to trade DeAndre yet. I'm not ready to. I'm not ready to trade DeAndre Hopkins yet. Reason being, I don't feel like he's had enough time on the Titans, and I don't feel like he's taught Treylon Burks anything, is because Burks has been hurt most of the season, and I just don't. I don't trust it. We need someone like DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver 1 to scare people away, so we can get little short passes or something to Burks, Okonkwo, whoever,
Yeah.
NWI, whoever. Okay, we need DeAndre Hopkins to get that pressure off of those people, and I just think that's the best play. But I also think our play style needs to change.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Well, I mean,
So-
like you said earlier, it's just like halfback. It's like Madden plays. It's
Madden
just like
plays.
inside zone, halfback dive,
stretch left, stretch right, ready.
Maybe
Uh-huh.
run a play action here and there. Like it's just
Play
terrible. And
act- dude.
Tannehill
Play action gets him every time. Dude.
is not great.
No. Okay. Let's go into it. Let's go into the hot stuff. I'm ready. I've been waiting way too long. All right.
Go for it.
So as we all know, the Titans are playing the Atlanta Falcons this Sunday. All right.
Yes.
In Nashville, baby. In Nashville.
With the Oilers.
Oilers unis
Throwbacks.
decked out, freshed
I'm
out.
sorry.
You feel me?
I was so sad though because the whole promo was Byard, Henry, and Simmons.
I
We
know.
won't say Byard.
Dude,
and
they
Oilers gear.
cropped Byard out of it too. Like when they
Oh.
posted it, they cropped Byard out.
Well, they have to because there's no one on the team.
I
which
know,
sucks,
but it's so sad,
I
dude.
know.
But okay.
Like, why can't you trade him after, man? Like,
I
come on.
know. I wanted to see him one game.
One game at
One game
least.
in an Oilers uni. One game. All right, let's get into it. Ryan Tannehill is officially out. He's officially gone.
Yes.
All right.
Well, he's not officially gone.
Okay. You know what I mean.
Yes, he's hurt,
He's
so he can't play.
He's hurt for this game. He's officially
Yes.
out for this game. Officially. Will Levis will be starting. Let's go.
I'm excited.
W.
I'm excited.
W. W. So here's my thing. All right.
But has it been official that he's going to be the main guy, or are they going to? Because I
Yeah.
saw a thing about Vrabel saying they might throw in both here and there.
I think they will throw in both, but that he did say that Will Levis was going to be the main guy.
Okay, good.
So here's my. All right. GM Braden Daniel here. All right. You ready?
Okay.
All right. So let's make some moves. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. All right. So we got Will Levis. He's a rookie.
Hmm.
He's I don't expect him to be the greatest of all time, and I don't think anyone does. But if you do the same thing that you did with Malik Willis, I'm gonna throw hands with someone. All right. I'm gonna start throwing hands. All right. I want to see that dude pass in 45 attempts. something crazy, something out of this. At least 30 attempts. All right, I'm tired of this. Don't run it to. All right, so what they did was they put Malik in. All right, so he's like, ready up. All right, they're like, all right, what's the play call? He's like, okay, run it to Derek. All right, run it to Derek. All right.
Our battery's about to die.
Oh shoot.
It's okay.
So,
Just keep going. Go. You're good.
Run it to Derrick Henry. All right, okay. And then they keep doing it, and they keep doing it, and they keep doing it. He threw maybe 3 passes because he's a rookie quarterback. Stop it right there. All right. If we're getting rid of Derrick Henry, we need to learn how to stray away from him. Okay. Let Will Levis air that thing out. Let him air it out. I don't care. I don't care if he gets picked off 3 times. I don't care. He's learning. And I want him to throw the freaking ball, dude. I swear, dude, if we do the same thing, which I know the Titans, I know they will, if they do the same freaking thing that they do with a lot of rookie quarterbacks, that they're like, oh, we don't trust him, we don't feel like this, we don't feel like that. So they just run it. Stop running it. Throw the freaking ball. I don't care. I want him 30 attempts. That's all I want.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of this bunch set that we have where we'll have one wideout dude and like 2 tight ends and a wide receiver like all decked in, and then we have Derrick Henry. That is the stupidest formation. I want us to go in 5 wide, something crazy. Everyone goes out for a route. I'm tired of these. All right. If we do a pass play, this is what happens. All right. We're at 80. All right, you ready? Okay. I'm about to Madden audible this thing. So we're gonna put DeAndre Hopkins on a curl route. We're gonna put NWI on a zig route. We're gonna put Chig on an out route, and then we're gonna put Burks, whoever, on a corner route or something. That makes me want to die. That actually makes me want to die. That is the most crappiest way to play football. All right, well, if we get 5 yards every play, we win. That's stupid. That's stupid football. Not the way anyone else is playing it. Titans are the most boring organization. Just let him air that thing out. 40 yards. 40 yards. Deep bomb. I don't care. We need a new play style of offense because it's not working, and it's not going to work if we let go of Derrick Henry. Dude, I could talk about this for literal hours.
I love it, though. I love it.
I could talk about it for hours, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully, they actually let him throw the ball and not – because, he's more known as a passer than Malik. Malik was more of a running guy.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, hopefully they don't make him just for the ball like 10 times.
Dude, if they do, I'm actually going to, I don't know, like email someone. I don't know what I'm
email Titans front office. Be like, what the heck? The funny thing is, you're probably not the only one. Some people have actually probably done that.
Oh, 100%. Have you seen the dude who called 911 and he was like, he called 911 and he was like, my team's getting killed. And they were like, what? He's like, dude, my team's getting murdered out there. Damn. Can you help me? But dude, no, it's I don't know. It's so sad. I just want Will Levis. Will Levis is on his villain arc right now. His girlfriend who I'm not going to say anything.
Are they actually broken up?
Yeah, they're actually broken up.
Oh, that's sad.
Rough. He's on his villain arc right now. His girlfriend, who's a 10 out of 10, just broke up with him. And he's pissed off about it. So he's going to start throwing footballs.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. I want him to be Rookie of the Year. All right? Rookie of the Year, baby.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
He's got a chip on his shoulder. He has not just being, dropped. He dropped a lot in the draft. Now he has that situation with his ex, which is very unfortunate.
Gia Duddy.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Simp.
No. I'm just making it. Just pointing out a fact.
Okay. But yeah, I think he has a lot to prove, and I think he can be great. I definitely do. I'll be honest. He wasn't my first thought when we won the draft. I was kind of hoping for Hendon Hooker, but then again, I'm just biased because I'm a Volunteer fan.
True.
But
same.
Hey, I want to be good. I think he has talent.
I do too.
Hopefully they actually use him right and not just make him, hand off the ball to Derrick Henry or Tajay which is
probably what we're gonna do. But like I said, if we do that, I'm gonna start throwing hands. I already said that, but I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Dude, I don't know. Titans football, sometimes it's just very hard to watch
It is.
because no matter if we win, I want to fall asleep at halftime, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, 4-yard passes, 4-yard passes. Every now and then we'll get like a 50-yard bomb and then he catches it. And that's insane.
That's it.
That's one
That's one thing that happens. Though.
one play
Well, that
every
or one
3
breakout
weeks.
run, and then
Yep.
it's just like, okay, and the score is 10-9 or
Yep,
something like that.
dude, the Titans have the weirdest scores of all time.
They do. But even back there winning, like they had that one season where they went like what, 12-4. They were winning games, but they were by like a point.
Yep.
Which is fine. I mean, all you gotta do is just win at the end of the day. But it's like, whew.
We need to get a new offensive coordinator. I love Mike Vrabel, and he's not the offensive coordinator, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love Mike Vrabel, but Mike Vrabel's more of a defensive scheme kind of guy because our defense is good. Our defense is pretty solid. How's it gonna work out without Kevin Byard? Not really sure. Not really sure. But
I'm just wondering if we do trade, because I mean, yeah, we're gonna be trading away stuff. I don't know if we can get anything in return. You know?
you don't think we'll get anything in return? What do you mean?
No, I'm saying like if we're trading a lot of our players away, I wonder if we can get anything back. Unless we're just
Oh.
going full on just draft season.
Honestly, I think we will. And someone who I want, I think right now the Titans have the 9th pick, I believe.
It's looking like that, yeah. Because I think we're 2-5, 2-6.
And one of the best corners that I've seen in college football is Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's who I want. I want us to get Kool-Aid McKinstry. So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if we trade away Derrick Henry, okay, are you okay with us drafting a running back?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I do think that at the end of the day, Spears should be the next guy up
Yep.
and see what he has to.
100%.
Because he's shown that he has a lot
Dude, he like leads the league in yards after contact or something. Like
he can be great. No, do I think they should draft a running back? Sure, go for it. I don't think they should make that their top priority.
True.
Because I don't think their run
O-line.
game is something they need to worry about that much. Because they have Spears and I'm gonna say Chestnut, but I'm just biased because I like Chestnut. But I think he can be good. Okay.
bro.
Okay,
Chestnut,
fine.
Chestnut.
Okay, fine.
I love Chestnut.
Let a man dream.
Yeah, dude. So, something that happened was 49ers are still my favorite like Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
They're still my favorites. All right. I know they lost to Cleveland but Cleveland, in my personal opinion, I don't know who you think has the best defense.
They have one of the best defenses.
I think Cleveland.
No, they have the best defense, 100%. I agree.
Best defense. So how do you feel about Sam Darnold?
I think it's fine. I think
Yeah.
he'll be good for him, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Well-
Brock Purdy, he's a good player. And I mean, Sam Darnold's also very similar. So I could see, Sam Darnold.
Whoa.
Okay, well, listen.
Whoa.
Brock Purdy is great. But I'm saying if you look at it just from a scheme standpoint, I don't know if Sam will be as good. What I'm going to say is that he will get the job done.
True.
That's
All right.
a better way
That's
to
fine.
phrase it.
That's fine. I think. Okay, so I have a question for you about fantasy. So I have right now my wide receivers. If I remember, okay, hold on. I can actually look it up. I don't know why I'm trying to remember. So I took a screenshot of it. All right. So I'm gonna show you my team.
Okay.
All right. Hold up. Oh, that's awkward. I can't find it.
Let's say my team's
I
honestly
forgot.
doing pretty solid.
I forgot to screenshot it. Oh, wait. Okay, we're good. All right, so my team, Joe Burrow. I have to start him because I had Brock Purdy. Joe Burrow, Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Christian McCaffrey, Brian Robinson, Cole Kmet, Brandon Ayuk, Cooper Kupp. All right, and then Aubrey, kicker. So,
Dang.
Right. So, anyways, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Should I sit Ayuk? Because I have Jordan Addison on my bench. Should I sit Brandon Ayuk?
Who was Ayuk playing?
He's 49ers. He's playing Cincinnati.
And then who is Addison playing?
Addison playing Green Bay. Green Bay also has Jair Alexander.
I would probably start Ayuk.
Ayuk.
Yeah.
This is my.
But then again, you could have You could have all three. I think Garrett Wilson's playing though. That's the thing. Ooh.
Garrett Wilson's.
So I assume it's Cooper Kupp, Wilson, and then you want to have your flex either being Ayuk or Addison.
I'll show you. I'll make you. So
That's tricky. I would.
The only person I'm really you can hold it if you want. The only person I'm really thinking about sitting is honestly Cooper Kupp because he plays Dallas.
That's hard. Oh, you have
I
Madison
know.
too, and Dobbs. Oh, you have two of the guys I have. Wait, what? You have what? I didn't know that's a thing.
Yeah,
Defensive
you can
player?
put kickers and defensive players, dude. It's fun. You can also do punters too. I've
What
seen
the
people have
heck?
punters on their team. That is sick. I want to try that.
I'm not. I'm not gonna say your name, but that's a funny name.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Oh, I see. You have. Okay, so you have Cincinnati. Wait, so you. Okay, there's your running back.
I don't want to sit Zay Flowers because he's playing Arizona.
Yeah, Zay Flowers is good.
Yep.
Garrett Wilson's good.
Yep.
Chris McCaffrey. Brian.
Yep.
Well, okay, you already have Brian Robinson. So then, yeah, commits. I mean, honestly, that's all a solid lineup. I wouldn't change any of that.
You wouldn't put Addison in?
I would only.
Addison's gonna be wide receiver 1, but my thought process, Sam Darnold hasn't played in a while, so he's gonna check down a lot to Ayuk.
I
and
would
Kittle.
I would keep it to Ayuk, man.
All right.
Actually, wait, that's exciting because then I have George Kittle on my team.
W.
Because I have, let's see. If
I
it'll
think
load.
George Kittle's gonna get a lot most of the passes.
Honestly, in the beginning, I did that trade where I got Chris Godwin and who was it? I think I got Chris Godwin, Brees Hall, and Kyle Pitts for Mark Andrews and Chris Olave. Like I traded Mark Andrews and Chris Olave away.
Really?
And at first I was like, oh, I just got scammed because
Yeah.
Chris Hall was not doing great. George Kittle wasn't picking up the numbers. Chris Godwin was not doing great. Brees Hall is looking good. He's going to be the main guy, I think, now going for the Jets.
Yep.
And then Chris Godwin just scored a touchdown last night. He scored like 17 points. He was looking great.
He almost had a Hail Mary, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Did you watch that game
I
at all?
didn't, but
I didn't watch much of it, but I did see
I was
the Hail
checking the
Mary.
stats. I'm like, okay. I was at a small group at church.
Oh, yeah.
And I was sitting there like all talking or whatever. And I look at my phone. It's like, oh, 49. And I see a touchdown. I'm like trying to not scream.
W.
Yeah, I'm just like,
W. Let's go.
but
Yeah, I had a flag football game last night, and we were playing, and I was like, oh, shoot, it's Thursday night. I was like, I don't know who's playing.
yeah. Let me see. So right now, I have, of course, Patrick Mahomes. I have Isaiah Pacheco, Brees Hall, Chris Godwin, Calvin Ridley, George Kittle. At my flex, I have Kendrick Bourne for the Patriots.
Oh, okay.
Because he's only time I don't know. I just picked him
Wait,
off
can I see
waivers,
it?
and then I have Eagles defense, and then Dustin Hopkins from Cleveland as my kicker because Brent Maher, how do you say his last name? He got released.
Maher.
Yeah, he got released from the Rams.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. Oh, you got C.J. Stroud too. You have Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, I picked him up. Yeah.
W.
I'm only gonna put CJ in for either trade stock or whenever. Patty
The only
gets-
person is Kendrick Bourne. I'm gonna look at his game log. If it
He has like 87 points in total, I think.
That's
or-
not terrible.
No, I'm just trying to think because like I have Romeo Doubs, I have Michael Wilson.
I would probably put Dobbs in, honestly.
Really? I'm scared because every
Over-
time I put him in, he's never been great.
Dobbs over Bourne. Well, I know, but Bourne, the Patriots haven't scored a touchdown in so long. I haven't
You're
won,
right. Oh, it's tricky.
I haven't won a fantasy game in over a month.
I was 0-4, and then now I'm on a free game winning streak.
I was 3-0, and I was on a 3-game losing streak, and then I
But here's
won.
my thing.
I won by
don't-
1 point.
I don't know if I should put in Madison at my flex, or if I should put Dobbs at my flex.
So here's my thought process, okay? Because I have Madison too. So I traded to get Brian Robinson. What I found out was the Vikings run the ball the least in the league.
Yes,
Like they're
but they do a lot of passes.
They do a lot of passes. Who do the Packers play?
Minnesota.
Vikings. Let's
But
see. Who do Vikings have Vikings have a pretty solid secondary.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Okay.
I also have Tyler Lockett who plays Cleveland, but I don't know if he'll be good or I'm sure he'll be fine. I just know he's gonna put up numbers because the defense is so good. Michael Wilson, I would have dropped him by now, but I put I'm gonna be honest, this is my first time playing fantasy. I didn't realize that there's you don't get a reset of your free agent money. I thought for some reason your free agent money got reset every week. It doesn't. So I put like 150 on him, and I put like 200 on Ferguson, and 50 on Maher. So I'm like down to like I think $80 or something on here.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. I'm crying inside, but it's all right because I think honestly right now there's not many players I would probably pick up. Besides, like, I mean, Rashee Rice, I would probably pick up. The only thing is, I have
pick him up.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I have Pachenko and I have
that's true.
Mahomes.
Yeah, that's true. I have a lot of 49ers players. Like I'm kind of on the same level as you are.
I just don't know if that's good.
It's it's not. It's probably not. I mean, Rashee Rice is good though.
I know.
Oh.
I have Calvin Ridley, which is good.
True.
I got him traded.
Honestly,
I traded him for Brock Purdy. My friend was like, "I'll take Brock Purdy," and I was like, "Okay."
That's a valid trade. Valid trade.
And now I have CJ Stroud. I got him for like $1.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's gonna be solid if I have him for the rest of the season. Because I ain't letting him go unless like if someone gives me like a good trade.
I wouldn't. You got Patrick Mahomes and CJ Stroud. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How many people are in your league?
Like 12.
That's really good then.
But I was trying to see like the one guy he was talking about trading. He asked me for Breece Hall and George Kittle for D Swift.
No.
And I said, because
Right.
my thing was I would have traded him maybe George Kittle and Madison for D Swift or CMC. But
I would definitely.
I told him no. I was like, because he's talking about wanting to trade away his quarterback, being I think it's either Justin Herbert or Jared Goff.
No.
And I told him I was like, maybe I talked to him if you trade me CMC and maybe Justin Herbert, if I trade him Patty Mahomes and George Kittle, then he has to give me CMC and Justin Herbert.
That's valid. That's
but
valid.
I don't want to trade George Kittle because I like George Kittle and he's actually doing really great. I have
He
no
is
tight
doing-
end if I don't.
Yeah, no.
I
Okay.
have Ferguson.
Tight end is one of the
I think he'd
hardest
give me
positions.
Komet actually. I think he'd give me Komet if he traded.
Oh, I have Cole Kmet. Yeah, tight ends is one of the hardest positions because in reality, if you don't have Travis Kelce,
You're screwed.
Yeah, you're kind of screwed.
Because he's one of the main guys that gets targeted a
But
bunch.
George Kittle, if you don't like 3 guys that you can take are Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 guys that are going to get you the most fantasy points. Everyone is just like they might have 1 or 2 weeks where they get like 40 points or something like they pop off.
I mean, George Kittle had a hat trick the other day.
Yeah.
Had a week, which was great.
that
I was
was
so happy
insane.
to have that.
Dude, I had Addison on my bench when he scored those touchdowns. I'm so mad, man.
Yeah.
I still would. Dude, you want to know what happened? So I had Brock. So I have a lot of 49ers players. So I had like the 49ers defense, Ayuk, Brock Purdy, and Christian McCaffrey playing. So that's 4 players playing, okay? Just because I have very high hopes for the 49ers, and I just love the 49ers. So I was up 3 points, all right? I want you to do the math here, okay? I was up 3 points. Brock Purdy, I believe I was up 3 points. Brock Purdy throws a pick. That's minus 3 points, so it's tied, okay? Brock Purdy got the tackle, and so a tackle is 1 point. So I won by 1 point. That was the final play of the game.
That's crazy.
Final play of the game. Brock Purdy
my
threw a pick.
pass. Let me see. My first win was led by a point. My next win was by a point. And then the most recent one, I think I won by like 20.
I think I lost by like 0.2 of a point a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I think it's bugging out right now.
I know.
But yeah, it's always been kind of crazy. It's always been pretty good. But yeah, I don't know what to expect because I mean I definitely do want to start. I mean I have my whole team good out. It's all good. It's just a flex position. As I'm kind of like I have so many options.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's smart.
Rice is a good option, but since you already have Patrick Mahomes and Isaiah Pacheco,
I just don't know if they'll be getting enough points.
Yeah.
Spread around, And yeah, it's a bummer. I could pick him up and then try to trade him, but because the thing is, he's been solid. I don't know who dropped him. I don't know why.
I mean, I technically think other than Travis Kelce, he is the technical wide receiver one for him.
Well, they have McCole Hartman now.
And they're not throwing. I mean, they're throwing more to him than the Jets did, but He's
Yeah.
still probably. I think they have high hopes on Rice, and so do I. And I think they'll try to get him the ball more.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. It's been rough. It's been a rough fantasy year. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Should we start to kind of like wrap it up? You think? Try to end it off on something?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 2:30. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got really nothing else.
I don't really
besides, I mean, do you have a score? Enough of this. What's your score prediction for the Titans game? Atlanta
Oh,
Titans?
true. Let's think.
I think I have mine.
I would need to know who's in and who's out. Is there anyone relevant out for the Falcons?
Not that I know of.
Oof.
Our battery just died too, which is not good, but it's okay. We're ending it off. I will probably. I think everyone on that team's playing.
Okay.
Bijan. I don't know about Bijan. I think he's playing.
I think we lose.
You think we lose?
I think we lose.
If we win, it's by like 1 point.
Yeah. I think we lose.
I'm gonna say 14-21. Titans.
30. Shoot. 30 to. We'll say 21. 30 to 21.
Yep.
We'll
I'm gonna say 14-21. It's gonna be like a
no, I'd like to change that. 30 to 14.
30 to 14.
Yeah, I think we'll lose. But I'm okay. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care if we lose this game whatsoever. I mean,
I just hope Will Levis does good.
I
And
just-
that he performs well.
I would be more mad if we won the game and Will Levis only threw the ball like 5 times.
Same.
That would make me more mad than us losing by 50 points, but Will Levis threw the ball 50 times.
Yeah.
I'd be fine. I'd be perfectly fine with that. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want him. Here's the goals for Will Levis, all right? I want him to get over 150 yards passing. I want him to get 2 touchdown passes and throw the ball a pretty good amount. You know what I mean? I want them to use Will Levis like C.J. Stroud. Now, I don't know if he has the same skill set as C.J. Stroud. He's obviously can't run like C.J. Stroud, but you know what I mean. I think that they just need to say, all right, well, Will Levis, you're a rookie. Just throw it. Just throw the ball. Just throw the freaking ball, dude. Throw the rock. That's all I really want to see. What was your score prediction again?
14-21. I'm gonna say Titans just because.
Oh,
there's
you're
hope.
saying Titans win. I'm saying Titans lose.
Yeah, but I think if they win, it's gonna be like by a hair. Like they're gonna have like a last second touchdown, or
that's valid.
they're gonna pick off Desmond because Desmond also hasn't been the most
No.
consistent QB, so I could kind of see
Yeah.
him messing up. That's the only why I think they'll win because he's not that consistent,
Yeah.
and he's had moments of where they've lost.
Who are the receivers?
Drake London,
Oh,
Kyle Pitts is their tight end.
yeah, but they don't throw it much. But I do think Kyle Pitts will have I do think Kyle Pitts will have a good game. If you have Kyle Pitts on your fantasy team, I'd definitely start him. 100%.
I dropped him.
Did you really?
Yeah, I dropped him. 'Cause he was terrible. He would get like 1 point.
Well, I mean, you do have George Kittle, so that's honestly valid. But I think they're kind of starting to put him into the Falcons and whatnot. And
Yeah.
I think Titans have trouble guarding tight ends sometime.
Yep.
So,
They do.
yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all we have time for. And this has been a fan's opinion with Braden Daniel and
Preston Todd.
Preston Todd. All right. We'll see y'all hopefully in a couple weeks or
Yeah.
something like that.
So yeah, the next matter probably the next like 2 weeks. Probably.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Because when we come back, we'll have more news about the Derrick Henry if that ever happens, or maybe Tim Kelly will be fired, or Will Levis will shine and be great, or something. I don't know.
we'll find out. All right. I'll see y'all later. Go Titans.
Go Titans. See ya.